Welcome to this webinar on pricing adult meals. In this webinar, we'll be discussing how to price your adult lunches and also the recommended pricing for adult breakfasts. Federal reimbursement and children's payments must not be subsidizing adult meals, so they need to be priced to cover the cost of the meal, including the value of the USDA donated foods or commodities. Teacher meals cannot be paid from the food service account, so schools are not allowed to give teachers meals free of charge without a fund transfer. To cover the cost of adult meals, you either need to collect payment from the adults or collect payment from the school, such as payment from the general funds or fringe benefit funds into the food service account to pay for those meals. And you could do a combination of both. Some money coming from the adults themselves and some money coming from the general funds. There are three options for pricing adult meals. The first option is for pricing schools. In this option, you'll take the full student price, the highest paid student price, plus the value of donated foods, and then plus the federal paid reimbursement to get your adult meal price. The second option is for non-pricing schools. For this option, you'll take the free reimbursement plus the value of donated foods to get your adult meal price. And then the third option is the actual per lunch cost. So in this option, you'll take the actual cost per meal and plus the value of donated foods, and that will be your adult meal price. For this one, to cover the actual cost, this must include your food costs, your labor, your supplies, and anything else included in making that meal. Generally, we'll use one of these other options, the first or second option, because oftentimes the schools won't have a solid idea on what that per lunch cost is for adults. So these other two options are more commonly used. These are the 2019-20 reimbursement rates and also the donated foods value. They're located on our website under reimbursement rates. They don't usually get updated until July or August each year, so you'll need to keep an eye out for those every time you're pricing your adult meals. So this year, the donated foods value is 36.25 cents. And then the paid reimbursements are either 39 cents or 41 cents. In Missouri, all schools are required to certify their meal patterns for the additional 7-cent reimbursement. It used to be a 6-cent reimbursement, but this year it increased to 7 cents. So your reimbursement rates will be in either one of these columns that has the 7-cent reimbursement. You'll receive the 39-cent paid reimbursement if less than 60% of your lunches served in 2017-18 were free and reduced. And you'll receive the 41-cent paid reimbursement if 60% or more of your lunches were served in 2017-18 were free or reduced. So the 60% is going off the second previous year. So for 1920, we'd be looking at school year 17-18. And this information is found in your application packet under LEA application. So in this example district, they served 86.76% of their lunches were free and reduced in 17-18. And so it tells them right here that they qualify for that extra 2-cent reimbursement rate. So this year they'll be getting 41 cents for their paid reimbursement. If it was less than 60%, then they would be getting 39 cents for the paid reimbursement. Another place to find your reimbursement is on your claim. So when you enter your claim, your reimbursement rates will be listed there. On our website, we have meal pricing worksheets that you can use to calculate your adult meal prices. This is the website where you can find those worksheets. We have one worksheet for pricing LEAs and combination LEAs, so they have some schools that are pricing and some non-pricing, and then a second worksheet for non-pricing LEAs. This is what the worksheet looks like for a pricing LEA, and we have an example school district to show you how to complete the worksheet. So in this sample district, the highest paid student price was $2.50. Their paid reimbursement rate is 41 cents, and the 2019-20 value of donated foods is 36.25 cents. So we'll enter this information onto the worksheet here. So first, the highest paid student lunch price was $2.50, and then we'll add that to the value of donated foods, which is 36.25 cents, and then we'll add the paid lunch reimbursement. And that gives us a total of $3.27.25 cents. Now to meet this requirement, we have to round up. So the adult price is $3.28 that would be required for this district. Do keep in mind that the reimbursement rate and value of donated foods goes up each year. So when you price your meals for 2020-21, you'll need to check the new reimbursement rates, which are usually posted in July or August. If you don't want to increase the adult meal price, you can use non-federal funds instead, so general funds from the school district. Those funds need to be provided to the food service account in the difference between the required price and the price that you are charging the adults. This is the worksheet for non-pricing LEAs, which includes LEAs that have district-wide CEP. So we have another example school district to show you. In this one, the free reimbursement rate is $3.50, and the value of donated foods, of course, is 36.25 cents. So we'll use those numbers to complete the worksheet. So what we'll do is we'll take the free reimbursement, $3.50, add the value of donated foods, and that gives us a required lunch price of $3.86.25 cents. And again, they'll have to round up. So in this district, they are required to charge $3.87 cents. Again, if you don't want to increase your adult meal price, or you don't want to increase it all the way to the required amount, you can use non-federal funds for the difference in the required price and the price you're charging. For breakfast, we do not have a required price calculation. Instead, we just have a recommended price. And what the recommended price for breakfast is the free reimbursement. So this year, the free reimbursement for severe needs schools is $2.20, and for non-severe needs schools is $1.84. So that's the recommended breakfast price. A school is considered severe need if 40% or more of their lunches served in 2017-18 were free or reduced, so in that second previous year again. You can see if your building is severe need by looking in the application packet under each building application. It will list the free and reduced percent of lunches served in 17-18 and will list if the school is severe need. So in this example, it shows that 81.98% of lunches were free or reduced, and it tells them yes, that they qualify for that severe need breakfast, so their reimbursement rate will be $2.20. Also, food service employees may be given meals at no charge. The cost of their meal may come from the food service account. However, their meals may not be claimed for reimbursement. All other adult meals must be priced at the requirements that we just went over. So that's how you price adult meals. If you have any questions on how to do this, please contact me or contact your nutrition program specialist.